All right. So anyway, inbox, everything been blowing up, right? What are people asking about? They have been anxiously waiting to get back into our 21-day fasting challenge.
21 days.
21 days of gruel, hard challenge fasting. Well, it's been about 8 months, maybe. About 8 months ago, we launched our first AHA 21-day fasting challenge. So for those who don't know, it's essentially a focused group. And the goal is to provide really specific support around fasting for a long duration of time. And ever since the first time we launched it, it's been growing and growing and growing and becoming more popular amongst the group. And people, of course, are stacking up their outcomes as we progress. People losing 100 pounds, people doing their first 21-day fast, people losing 20, almost 15 pounds in the prep week. So I think we did one for the new year.
Help me unfat.
Help me unfat. The funny thing about it is, I wish I could do it for y'all. Like, I really do. But honestly, if I could do it for y'all, I just charge you a fee. I'll do it for you. Man, that'll make my life so easy. I'm going to charge you a fee for it now. I ain't about to unfat you for free. But unfortunately, you gotta do it yourself. However, we could guide you, right? And that's one of the benefits of being a part of the 21-day group. I don't know why people love the group so much. Everybody's got their own reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people like the camaraderie. One time, a couple of people in the group decided to start daily Zoom calls, so maybe that was someone's favorite reason why. Other people like the training, right? We have 5 coaches in there, and you get to interact, you get to ask questions. Our goal is to make sure y'all's questions get answered. Yeah, so the goal here is what we did was we took the last few challenges and we looked at, like, what was it that was the most beneficial about it? Like, what were they getting out of it? What can we do better? So we decided to take a little bit time off so that we could revamp the challenge. Now, officially, it's still a 21-day fasting challenge. All right. So I'm not trying to confuse y'all or nothing. It's still a 21-day fasting challenge. However, we have expanded the challenge. It used to be a 30-day process. Now it's a 60-day process. So one of the main things that you all were telling us you wanted added to it or you needed was what I called aftercare. Shell don't like that term aftercare that much. I like it. Steve, what you think? Aftercare sounds good. It's the care after the care. So we decided to add on 3 weeks of aftercare. So you guys get to do the challenge now, and we're also going to support you after the challenge. We're gonna be talking about how to eat. We're gonna be doing recipes because that's what y'all want. You want recipes, so we got recipes for you. And then also, we're on the front end of the challenge. We're going to be doing a new therapy. We're gonna be implementing a new therapy. So we're taking things to another level. And all of this is designed to help make your whole experience, a little smoother. We want to make sure you guys get a better experience, but also we want to be able to get to more deep-seated issues. So we'll go into a little bit more depth about what we got going on. But it looked like somebody threw another question in here. I want to know, do we take questions now, Steve? We're going to take them later.
Later.
All right, listen, y'all keep putting your questions in here. We'll grab these questions later. All right, so I'll kick it off. I'll just say one of the things that we added to the front end of the 21-day challenge is we're going to be hosting the liver and gallbladder flush. So if y'all have never done the flush, if you've never heard about the flush, or maybe you have and you've just been scared or nervous, we're going to be doing the liver gallbladder flush on the front end in combination with our prep, right? The reason why I put the liver and gallbladder flush in here is because for me personally, I think maybe Steve can attest to this as well, using the liver and gallbladder flush helps to increase digestion, the body's ability to eliminate. You also lose weight with it. So it helps to bolster the weight loss that you'll get even before we start doing any fasting, which I think just is a great motivator. And also, it helps you on the actual fast because it loosens up a lot of the material in your intestinal tract and your colon, and it starts flushing it out ahead of time before you ever start fasting. So that helps decrease detox symptoms. So, and this is a program that I put together for myself quite some time ago. And when I do my personal consultations, I'll oftentimes incorporate a liver and gallbladder flush. But I figured, hey, you know what? Let's share this method, the larger group, because the 21-day challenge, people are getting some amazing outcomes anyway. So let's just further bolster everything we're doing. So that's one of the main things we're going to be doing. One of the new things we're going to be adding. I'll also say that, and I don't know, Steve, you want to jump in on this, but we have been working very closely with the Root Wellness brand. All right. So some of y'all have already heard us talking about the Root Wellness brand, and it's essentially a nutraceutical company that has some really, really, really phenomenal products. One of them being a product that helps to detox heavy metals. Another one being a product that helps to clear the elimination pathways, which is perfect. That's what we need. Helps promote weight loss, acts as an appetite suppressant. And then another product that helps to increase focus, memory, creativity, serotonin production, dopamine production, just makes you feel good. And none of it is like synthetic. It's all organic, natural. So we're going to be teaching about some of these products, how you all can incorporate them into your fast to make the overall fasting process a little more palatable or whatever. So this is all on some of the new stuff we're incorporating.
Yeah, so just to kind of give you guys because I have some right here, because some people I'm sure will ask. So this is Clean Slate, which is one of the products. Somebody just said they started today. Congratulations. Let's see what else I have here. I got some Zero In right here, which are orange or heavily turmeric based. And then I got a little bit of Restore right here. So these products, you don't hear us talk about products because, we believe that the body can really do most of the heavy lifting by itself, and it was designed that way. And a lot of the things that we do talk about are typically based around nature. And this is one of the reasons that we do like this company, because everything is natural. They're non-synthetic, and the really good thing about them is they work. So that's really the major key, is they actually work, and they do what they say that they are supposed to do. So one of the reasons that we added one of the big reasons that we added the liver and gallbladder flush and the Root brand wellness products into the new 21-day is to help to detox. At the end of the day, that's always going to be the goal, is to detox. And as you are detoxing, the body does something really magical, right? It is so what happens is that our fat and what we have inside of our fat in itself, it traps a lot of different things. A lot of times we get really upset because, fat is unpleasing to the eye. So we try to lose fat, or we try to burn fat, right? But the fat in and of itself is actually it's like an armor. It's actually a protection method to your body. A lot of people don't know that, right? They think of it as just this thing where they're like, ugh, fat is terrible, I want to get it off of me. Well, it's actually something that's meant and designed to protect you and help you. So what fat does is it stores toxicity. When there's too many toxins in the body and your body can't process it, it stores it, right? It is water-based, and it stores it to help you not get sick. It also stores extra nutrition. So as you eat your food, your body naturally is going to start to break down a lot of the sugars and stuff in immediate. It's going to send it to all parts of the body to give yourself energy. Well, as you go through the process throughout your day, your body continues to break down that food, and then it starts to store it, and it starts to do other things. So any excess energy or energy left over is going to be stored in fat cells. So what happens is that, of course, when you're fasting, you are then going through and you're releasing a lot of your stored energy, right, which is the stored food, as well as a lot of your stored toxicity, which is through the detox process. So what we are doing is as you're going through the liver and gallbladder flush, you are helping to detox the body. As you are using the Root brand wellness products, they are helping to detox the body. Primarily, of course, just your normal toxins. But the really cool thing that it does that a lot of other products do not do, and even the body doesn't do very well, is detox heavy metals. And heavy metals wreak absolute havoc on the body and cause so many problems. And this has scientifically, clinically, whatever big word you want to use, has shown to detox heavy metals like nothing else we've ever seen. And that plays a really big role in the detox process. And then, of course, you have your preparation process, which goes through hydration, which, of course, Chris massively crafted and put together. So as you move through each one of these phases through this process before starting your fasting, this is going to make your fasting even more efficient. So a lot of people, are deal with detox symptoms, and they have headaches, and they get hungry, and they have all these issues. Well, one of the biggest ways that you can bypass a lot of these issues is to detox. So fasting in and of itself is a detox, but if you can do a lot of your detoxing beforehand, well, not a lot, but if you can do some detoxing beforehand, when you actually go into fasting, it makes the fasting process much easier. And this is one of the biggest reasons why people love the 21-day, because they can get through a lot of those detox symptoms prior. And most people, when they are locked in and they're actually being successful and they're doing the process as we lay it out, most people have their most successful fast. So usually they'll say, well, that's the easiest fast I've ever done. A lot of people will have their longest fast they've ever done. So if they've done 2 days, 4 days, you have people easily going up to 10 to 14 days. And a lot of the preparation that we teach and go through, I mean, on average in that first week or so, people lose anywhere from 15 to 20 pounds. And obviously a lot of that's going to be dependent upon, of course, your current weight, where you're at, like what you have going on. But I put the same people that are my clients, my one-on-one clients, put them through the same process, and it's the same thing. 10, 15 pounds, 20 pounds, of course, if they're a little bigger, just the preparation phase. So just imagine, no matter where you are now, you go through the preparation process, and then you go through the fasting period. At the end of that, you can easily be down 25 to 30 pounds just by getting started. You have the tools, you have the knowledge to then continue on your own moving further. Really in the next 3 months, by summertime, I mean, for real, if you really want to, if you want to lose that 100 pounds, you can do it. If you want to lose 75 pounds, you can do it. And there's so many reasons to do it. So many people are out there, they're hitting the gym, they're eating good, they're doing all these things, they're investing money in the trainers, and they're putting all this money and energy out there. And it's like, you can do this so much more efficiently for so much cheaper. All you have to do is just lock in and get motivated. And that's what the new 21 is designed to help you do even more.
Yeah, that man, excellent. Like, I hope y'all are picking up what we putting down. Like, we're making, as you were talking, I was thinking about how, like, let's be honest. Let's keep it 100%. Like, fasting for most people is not something that they're like, man, I'm just so excited. Like, I'm so excited to fast. I'm going to fast for the next 40 days. And then after you do the 40 days, you ready to do the next 40 day. Like, even if you're excited for your first fast, you quickly start questioning why you're doing this. And then when you get through that first fast, maybe it's 10 days, maybe it's 21 days, you might be excited for the next one. But eventually you're like, okay, I'm kind of getting burnt out on this fasting thing. Like, it just happens. So I started thinking, if we can take that initial energy, that zeal, if you will, and we could be more efficient up front with the outcomes we get, you know what I mean? Whether and it's not just purely about weight loss, right? Because clearing the elimination pathways, that's not just going to help you lose weight. It's going to also help you maintain the weight loss. You know what I'm saying? So one of the major issues that people see is, you know, they jump out, they do the 30-day, they do the 40-day fast or a 21-day fast, and then it's the aftercare, right? You know, people haven't really learned to build that relationship with food. This is one of the other points that we teach in the 21-day challenge is how do we build a healthy relationship with food so that we're not like losing all of the hard work we just garnered. Like if you're going to do a 21-day fast, you don't want to backtrack. So it's important to have a plan for like, what am I going to be doing in the future? What are some supporting tools I can use to, you know, maintain and also continue to progress while you are in between your fasting? And that's like, I think it's one of the most impactful things people could do is if you could either not backslide, you know, when you're not fasting, meaning you can maintain the weight loss. I mean, there's going to be what we call spring back, right? So if you, like, let's say your goal is to lose 50 pounds and you lose 50 pounds on the dot, you're gonna gain 5 to 10 pounds back as your body readjusts and acclimates to eating. So typically what you want to do, if you want to lose 50 pounds, you need to lose 60 so that then you spring back and you're kind of where you want to be. But outside of the spring back, which is completely normal for the most part, you shouldn't really be gaining all that 50 pounds back. You should be able to maintain that weight loss. And one of the things that's going to help you do that is by revitalizing your elimination pathways, making sure they're clear, healthy, and properly working. And the liver and gallbladder flush is going to help promote that. And of course, you couple it with, you know, all of the other things we teach. And this is where you get these really amazing, I would say this is something that we can almost predict. I would say we can get these really predictable outcomes, right? So somebody was asking, what was the name of the brand again? It was called the Root Wellness brand. Okay, so for the nutraceutical products we were talking about, you do need a referral link to purchase from them. So I put a link in the bio of AHA. Y'all can always DM myself or Steven as well. And I don't know, Steve, if you could do it while we're live, you can put your link in the chat as well. I don't know if you could do it, but, or maybe if you got your other phone on you, I don't know. I'm just saying. But with that being said, the main purpose of this live is I just wanted to announce that the 21-day challenge is available. So you're gonna get the liver and gallbladder flush. You're going to get obviously we talk about the different tools. The Root brands are some. We also talk about the essential oils, you know, as well as, you know, structuring devices and just different things to help y'all. We're going to be talking about detox symptoms, right? What to look out for as it relates to detox symptoms. So if you're new to fasting, or maybe you're just not very confident, or maybe you've experienced something weird when on your fast, being able to understand more holistically, like what are you going to experience, as well as the benefits of fasting, right? It's important to know, well, okay, here's what we can necessarily expect to happen as far as detox symptoms, but what can we expect to happen as far as benefits? Like what are the outcomes we can get from doing this? We're going to talk mentality coaching, right? What is the mindset that you need to have going into something like a 21-day fast or, you know, whatever. Now, I always like to let y'all know, if you don't want to do 21 days of water fasting, that's fine. You can still join. Okay, we're going to be teaching 21-day water fasting. However, obviously you have access to the coaching staff, the knowledge base, as well as the greater community that does the challenge with us. And you can ask any fasting questions that you want. So we'll support other questions about, maybe you guys are doing the rolling 72, or maybe you guys are doing because Steve talked about this, maybe you're doing the 100 pounds in 90 days. And you got a goal. You're going to hit the beach this summer. You know,
Ooh.
Dude, we have been getting so much positive feedback about that 100 pounds in 90 days video I put out. Like TikTok is blowing up. Like they love that protocol. So if you're watching this and you are doing the 100 pounds in 90 days, listen, the 21-day challenge will be a great place to help facilitate that process, right? You could do the 90-day plan, but you do it under the umbrella of the 21-day challenge so you can get the support and you can ask questions and just be locked into a community of people that are on a similar path. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, one of the things that also that I had spoke about in one of the other in another video was also talking about the people that want to kind of do the slow and steady way, right? So so a lot of people, they want to knock out a whole bunch of weight really fast, which is fantastic. I absolutely support that. But you also have people that that are all about slow and steady. You know what I'm saying? We've had great experiences with people that are like, listen, I can't do that. But what I can do is just a little bit consistently. And I'm going to be talking about the mindset of how to do that, like the mindset of what you need to think about going into the start of the fasting period, and then also your mindset moving through the next 6 to 9 months. So not just about, obviously maintaining, but then making lifestyle changes that are going to allow you to continually lose a certain amount of weight per month, and certain things that you need to do at certain times of the month that are going to help you to then maintain your losses and, so maintain that. And then as well as to continue as you move through the month also. So that's just a little bit of a little piece I'm going to be talking about also in the mentality coaching. And that's something I've never taught in a large setting. It's always in my one-on-one coachings. So, little nuggets.
this is about to be good, bro. Like this is about to be good. People, y'all have no idea how many messages we get about this challenge. Those who have already been in it, they just been itching. Even before we ended the last challenge, it was like, when's the next challenge? It happens every time. So if you've never taken the time to check the challenge out, I highly recommend. I mean, it depends on where you are. You know what I'm saying? It depends on where you are. Maybe you don't need it. That's fine. But if you feel like you're not moving at the rate you want, or maybe you feel like there's information maybe that's missing, or maybe you just want the cheat code, like, because all the information is on YouTube. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like everything we teach in the 21-day challenge is on YouTube. Everything we teach on the AHA Fasting Academy, it's all on YouTube. The very first thing I did was I gave the information away for free, because I didn't feel like people should have to pay for information that's going to help them be well, right? All of everything else that we're doing, all of the information, I mean, granted, we come across new information and stuff like that, so we're always adding to our knowledge base, but the bulk of it's available. The benefit of being in a group like this is the synergy you get from being around like-minded people, as well as just being able to say, well, Chris, I don't want to go through 300 videos to learn everything. Let me just ask a question. You know what I'm saying? So the access to the coaching staff is important, as well as the diversity of the coaching staff, right? You got me and Steve, which you all know, you see, we get to interact more frequently. But then you've got Shelby, who she's one of our essential oil specialists. She was one of the coaches at the retreat. If you all are familiar with the retreat we just did, we've got Jasmine. Okay, so Jasmine, I don't want to keep calling her Steve's protege. I mean, she's in her own now, but like Jasmine lost like 142 pounds and I don't know, like 6 or 7 months. I don't remember the whole time frame. Well, I know she did 100 pounds in 5 months, right? So you get the experience from Jasmine. You get the experience from Coach Mel, Animated Mel. He studied cognitive behavioral therapy. Is that right, Steve? Did I say that correctly? Emotional intelligence or emotional IQ. Stephen teaches that as well. So you get access to such an incredible knowledge base. Now, I want to, because I always forget. I'm not going to forget this time. I want to let y'all know this is not a free challenge, okay? Some people be like, well, how do I get in? It's not a free challenge. But I want you all to understand the importance and the benefit of investing in yourself, right? So we have made this challenge as cost effective and as affordable as possible because we just want you all to be involved. All right. So for those of you who have been in the prior challenges and things, you know that originally we were doing it was a 30-day, it's a 30-day process. It's a 21-day challenge. We do the 7-day prep. And then of course we do the award ceremony and stuff like that. We've increased it. We've added an additional month to the overall program. And like I mentioned at the beginning of the live, the new additions, as well as the aftercare and stuff like that. So the cost of the challenge, or the investment, which is genuinely how I would look at it if I were you. That's what I did. I'm always down to invest in myself. $99. $99. Okay. So the point of this is being able to have access to the entire coaching staff. You're going to get our guides. So we put together a full guide. There's a full curriculum that you get when you join the 21-day challenge. And then of course, now we've added recipes. So, y'all been begging us for recipes for years, which, I want to give y'all recipes. Like, it's not like I don't want to give y'all recipes, but making recipes that's a whole nother skill set. Like, because I just cook from taste and feel and, whatever. So you guys will be getting brand new recipes and things of that nature. And the link to join the challenge is going to be in the bio. Or to make it quick and easy for you, you could go to AHA21day.com. Okay? AHA21day.com. Steve, I'm gonna throw this link in here. I'm gonna let you clean up anything you want to talk about, and then we're gonna get into these questions.
You said clean them up, man. Like, here's the thing. Like, when you think about fasting, and I've said this before, and I'm gonna say it again, and I'm gonna always say it. The average person spends $20 a day on food. $20 a day. I mean, that is whether it's breakfast. I mean, you go to Starbucks, you go to Dunkin', even if you don't do that, right? You have your lunch at work, or even if you buy your food and you make it at home or whatever, the average person spends $20 a day. 5 days of fasting, you paid for your challenge. Not only does that, of course, pay for the challenge in 5 days of fasting, I mean, this is going to give you a skill set that you maybe don't have now. So, for example, I mean, somebody said, "Listen, I'm scared to join because I tried to fast before and I failed." Well, I was talking to somebody the other day and it was like, you know what, you're doing really good, but you're missing or you're lacking information. There's information that you're lacking, right? Chris said maybe you want to join just to get the cheat codes. There's a reason that we have been successful in fasting for so long. And there's a reason that we have been able to teach people to be successful in fasting for so long. We got some cheat codes. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know a little something. So if somebody mentioned gym memberships, I mean, my gym membership, I pay yearly, and I think it's like, I don't know. I think it's maybe $150 a year, something like that. I don't know. It breaks down to like 180 maybe after they do their little thing. Wait, it's like $180 a year or something, right? And then you just then ask yourself, like, if you have a gym membership, because a lot of people do, when was the last time you even used it, right? I mean, how long? I mean, Chris, if I'm correct, you just told me you've had a membership at the same gym that I do for 3 years, and you.
I invest in that gym. I've been investing in that gym membership for the past 5 years. Listen, they should give me a plaque or something. I'm basically I'm donating.
You're a donor. You don't even use it. I mean, how often do we invest or put our money into things that we literally don't use? I bet someone going to their Amazon account right now and look at the last 4 months and find $100 in purchases and stuff that they don't even use. Something they bought late night, you know what I mean? Like, it's ridiculous at this point. I mean, it's a tank of gas. I mean, especially at this point.
Oh, it's definitely a tank of gas, bro.
It is as valuable as we could possibly make it to make sure that the coaching staff has the ability to take time away from their other work so that we can make sure that we are invested. And it's not just, just the information that you get from the coaches. I mean, you have multiple coaches that you can ask questions to. And I've had people that literally said, I've never fasted before a day in my life. And they have joined the challenge. And then when they join the challenge, I mean, they end up losing 20 pounds. I mean, like, if I told you, listen, man, you give me $100 and I'm going to help you lose 20 pounds this month, I think it's worth it.
Oh,
guess
my
what?
God.
And then we're going to do it again for the next 3 months. Like, how much do you pay for imagine this, how much do you pay for a personal trainer? And for a personal trainer, if you go to a personal trainer, you say, hey, listen, I want to lose 100 pounds and I need to do it in 3 months. They're going to laugh you out the gym. They're going to laugh you out the gym. I'm going to tell you, I can help you do it. But this is what I'm going to need. I'm going to need you to be dedicated. I'm going to need you to be motivated. I'm going to need you to listen to what I tell you to do, right? And then, of course, you can join the challenge for the next 3 months. $300. I mean, if you want to think of it long term, right? I can confidently say I can help you do that. Go to a trainer and see if they can say that.
That's $5. That's $5 a pound, Steve. That's valuable. And
$5 a pound.
$5 a pound. We actually get much better numbers than that, to be honest with you. But like when you really break it down like that, it's just a fun way to look at it. It's like $5 a pound. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, you got to do the work, but guess what? If you got to mess with a trainer, he can't do the lifting for you. So you can't get away from it unless you want to do surgery. Which even still with surgery, you still got to stop putting food in your mouth. You still got to stop putting food in your mouth. So there's no getting around your contribution to this, but this is one of the most efficient ways to do it. You get to do it with us, the larger, greater family. And of course, in my opinion, it's the healthiest way to do it, which I think is important.
Hey man, somebody just gave us a compliment. So can I just say y'all look amazing? The locks make y'all look really good. You know why, man? That's because we take these vitamins, you know what I'm saying? And we be fasting, eating good.
Food, you know what I'm saying? Eat good food, you know what I mean? Drink water.
Ain't no trick.
All the stuff that, we think is like, all of the cheesy stuff that you heard when you was a child, your mom or your grandma used to say, eat well, drink water, pray and fast and all that stuff. That's all we do, man. Like, there's no magic. There's no filters. All right, so the link is in the bio for the challenge if y'all want to join the challenge. If you guys want to check out the Root Wellness brand, the link is in the bio as well. If you have any follow-up questions or anything like that, y'all can DM us. And of course, we got videos on YouTube talking about the root products and things like that. Well, we're gonna go more in depth in the challenge as well. By the way, if you guys do decide to utilize the root products, we also have a Telegram group that you get added to. We've got over, I think, 100 people in the Telegram group right now. And you get to see, like, what are the benefits people are getting from actually using the products. That's one of the most exciting things for me, because I wanted to make sure that I see, like, okay, people are benefiting from this. I see somebody ask, when's the challenge start? So the open enrollment is available now. Okay, so you can join today. The challenge starts on the 28th. It is a 60-day challenge now, y'all. So we're doing the 21-day fasting. So it's still called the 21-day fasting challenge, but we've added an additional month onto the challenge to provide more value, and also because you all have, you've given us feedback. You want recipes, you want juice recipes, you want to know, I done lost 20 pounds in the challenge. How can I maintain it, right? So we added an entire month of additional training. This is what we do. Our goal is to help you guys get value. With that being said, Steve, you ready to do some questions?
Yeah, I hope you can see them because I can't go back.
Oh, man. Not again. All right. Well, the first question I saw was, how much weight can you lose on a liver flush? Because like we were talking earlier, the liver flush is one of the new therapies that we're going to be introducing.
I just did one of those.
You did? Well, did you track your weight?
I track weight all the time.
Oh, okay. Did you see a difference in the?
You mean in my weight, the amount of weight loss, or?
I mean, when you did the flush, did you lose weight?
Yes.
There we go. How much did you lose?
7 pounds.
Okay. So Steven lost 7 pounds from doing the flush. I would say that I usually lose about 5 pounds.
I'm a little bit.
Huh?
I'm bigger.
Yeah. So, it looks like everybody's maybe a little bit different. But remember, the flush is not specifically for weight loss. That's kind of like an added bonus. The flush is to revitalize the liver being one of the master organs that it's really a major part of your immune system, and it gets all gunked up. It's the workhorse in your body, bro. Like, the liver works so hard. So we're going to clear the gunk and the sludge out of the liver, make it work more efficiently. This is going to help you maintain your weight better. It's also going to start the process of removing the material in the system so that you get less detox symptoms when you do your fast. So that's really the main point. But yeah, you can expect 5 to 8 pounds, maybe more. So when you put that on top of the other, 15 pounds you get from the prep, I mean, how much weight you need to lose?
I mean, before we even start fasting, man, seriously, depending on where you're starting at, because someone asked, about prep and this and that. I mean, it's very common to see 10 to 15 pounds, and that's moderately speaking, in the prep. If you're losing 5 to 7, during the flush period, I mean, you're talking about the first 2 weeks before you even start fasting, you're down 15 to 20 pounds. Before you even start fasting, you're eating, okay, during this process. Now, there are a little couple of days where you're not going to be able to eat a lot, or there's a process here, but you're going to be eating. You're talking about 15 to 20 pounds in the first 2 weeks. That alone is valuable. That alone is valuable, and it's not just BS weight. This is valuable information that you can continue to do long term if you would like, right? And then moving forward from there, we then go into the fasting period, and in there, I mean, easily, you're talking about 21 days, easily 20 plus pounds. I mean, you're literally over 30 pounds in your first month. And then now we added in the entire month, or the entire aftercare program. This is going to literally walk you through the first week of refeed. We're going to be providing you with different recipes and more information. That's going to basically say, this is what I want you to eat. Someone says, well, I don't know what to eat. We're going to tell you what to eat, so that way you can continue to maintain and basically hold your hand as you go through this process. Now, and then from there, if you can do one or two things. If you have more weight to lose, if 30 is not enough, right? Everyone's a little different. If 30 is not enough, 25 to 30 is not enough. If you have more weight to lose, you can then join another 21 day, right? Or, of course, you can get into a coaching program, which is going to help you continue to maintain what you lost, or adjust. So adjust up or down based upon whatever your goals are. But at the end of the day, within 3 months, we have seen people lose over 100 pounds. If you want to do this, if this is what you want, that's your goal, just join. It's no BS. This is legit.
It's no brainer. It's no. Terry said, listen, I'm already convinced y'all been showing the results. That right there, that's intelligence. You know what I mean? If there's a particular outcome you want in life, find someone who can either show that they can get those outcomes, or at the very least are moving into that direction. It's super simple. You know what I'm saying? I got these questions in this question box. I'm gonna knock out. Steve, what you doing?
No, I'm just reading the comments.
It's funny the way you're. Never mind. All right. I'm gonna check these questions. Okay. So, I want to know, do fasting, specifically dry fasting, affect your skin? Yes. Yes, fasting affects your skin. Yes, tremendously. You will probably see pimples and rashes when you very first start fasting, though, so that's something you need to understand, because the body will use the skin as a major detox point. So it will push stuff through it. But once you get past the kind of that primary part and your skin starts to heal, you'll have the best skin that you've probably ever had, honestly. That's
Yeah, but they ain't gonna start off too happy. You're gonna get breakouts. You're gonna be like, man, what's going on, man? What's going on? And then you're be like, hey, you know what, man? I'm feeling pretty good, man. Skin's looking all right.
Yeah.
It's a process. So it's a process.
It's a process. You just need to understand it. And that's the importance of be able to ask questions, right? So that you don't stop doing something that's benefiting you just because you don't fully understand. Another question, way to deal with headaches and dizziness during the water fast. Steve, you got any solutions? You want me to take it?
I mean, this is part of what we're doing. The whole detox process, and I know some of you guys came in late. You missed my soliloquy or my talk about detox, but the whole process of detoxing prior to fasting is so that we help to, number one, most of the time eliminate a lot of those beginning detox symptoms like caffeine headaches, but also limit them. So what we're doing is we're trying to cut them off before they even get started. I mean, if you're talking about, eliminating them or dealing with them while you're actually fasting, then I mean, the first thing I want to do is point you towards essential oils. So your essential oils, you can use peppermint and is lavender another good one?
Yeah, I think those are two good ones.
Peppermint, lavender, and frankincense, all really good for headaches. You can take them, put a few drops on your hand. If you're using peppermint, you're going to want to use some fraction of coconut oil also because it's a hot oil. You're going to want to talk to Shell about all that. Rub it in your hands, rub it on your forehead, rub it right here on your temples. Or you can use touch. So I got some frankincense touch. I have a whole aromatherapy kit touch up there because I deal with emotions and I deal with people with emotions. So, sometimes you got to, rub it in and then rub it on yourself and it helps. So we're trying to eliminate them up front. If we can't, then we're going to turn to essential oils.
There we go. All right, next question.
I like how you pop them questions in like that. See, I don't have those.
I got all the features, man.
When
does the challenge start? We did answer this, but we might as well answer it again. When does the challenge start, Steve?
The challenge officially starts on March 28th. So that is the day it starts. If you've last challenges, we've given you a week to join after the actual start date. This challenge is different. So you don't have a week to join because all of the things that we're doing, once again, we listen. And regardless of how it affects us, we want our community to do better as a whole. So we want everyone to join together and we want everyone to move together. So, so it starts the 28th. If you're not in by the 28th, we'll see you on the next one.
We'll see you on the next one.
But you can join right now. It's open enrollment right now. We just opened enrollment a few days ago. So you can join right now and we start on the 28th.
You see that?
What should you do if you haven't had a bowel movement in a while during fasting? This is not just the most simple question because I have so many questions for you.
Well, I'll just. Oh, okay.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll just say, just generally speaking, obviously, I know Steve's, how long have you been fasting and blah, 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 but generally speaking, it's very normal, typical or common, I would say, for people to see that their bowels will slow when they fast, okay? So that's not abnormal in any way, shape, or form. It's not necessarily something for you to be concerned with as far as, am I the only one and blah, blah, blah. With that being said, fasting tends to highlight how slow people's bowels actually move. I like to use the example of a toothpaste container. Y'all know the toothpaste, the squeezable toothpaste containers, the tubes. When you apply pressure at the bottom of that tube, it causes the toothpaste to come out through the top, right? Imagine that your mouth and your anus are connected by a tube, just like the toothpaste. When you eat, it's creating pressure in your system and it's moving the bowels, okay? When you don't eat, all of that feces just sits inside of you. That's the reason why there's a statistic that says that in America, most people have anywhere from 10 to 20 pounds of excess fecal matter in their system at any given time. It's because we're literally full of ish. We're literally full of it. And when you eat, you're just forcing it out of your system. So when you stop eating, you see how slow and dysfunctional your bowels are. And this is part of the reason why we spend so much time helping you all to get healthier elimination pathways.
We're gonna get you some of these. We're gonna get you some of these greens, some of these root greens too, by the way, and they'll help you with that.
Oh, see, that's great. It's a great segue.
Do you
take the root products while fasting or after?
Well, great segue, because these Relive Greens right here, baby, you know what I'm saying? These bad boys gonna help you with your bowels. They're gonna help you with your bowels during the fasting period. All root products only has 5 products, and all of them can be taken during the period of fasting and after as well. So before, during, and after, none of them decrease or increase ketone production, so they don't take you out of your fast. And between Restore and the greens themselves, so you got the Restore here, and you have your greens here. So between these two, these are really kind of your fasting powerhouse for digestion. So Surrender, you asked about your bowels. You will have no problem. So
you'll be rocking out. All right,
you'll be rocking and rolling.
Let's see, what's this next question we got here? Can you do a water fast with a stomach hernia and low blood pressure? Absolutely, you can. I used to get this question a lot early on. I don't get it as much, but you know, people are nervous about how the stomach is going to react to a hernia and things of that nature. And the reality is, the fasting will very likely help you to heal the hernia. I mean, now with the low blood pressure, the benefit of fasting is that it really gives the body the resource to help regulate. Like, we got to understand that the body is self-regulating. Like, it really is, y'all. I know we've been conditioned to believe we got to take medication for this, that, and the other. It's just not true, okay? Look at any non-domesticated animals. Their bodies are all self-regulating. Their blood pressure, their sugar, their cholesterol, the body regulates all of it. So if your blood pressure is low and you create the environment for the body to handle that naturally, it will, right? Now, we can support you with essential oils, okay? And I always like to make sure that y'all know, you know, if you just don't feel comfortable, or maybe you're even taking medication, you know, you can replace most, if not all, your medications with essential oils. That's the reason why we use essential oils and why we talk about them. We're still testing the root products for different things. But what I will say is, we just got a phenomenal testimonial in our Root Telegram group, where the young lady was saying that she was dealing with high blood pressure, extremely high blood pressure. I think it was in the twos.
Like 220?
220 or 30? I don't know. I don't remember. It was high. And I think she said she was taking the root products for 3 days, and it's down to 137 or something.
Yeah.
Right? So, I mean, I would imagine that if
the
they help,
doctors actually asked her, they said, hold on a second, what happened?
Huh?
They asked her what happened.
Oh, the doctors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said, what happened?
Yeah. Someone said, what's the oil for blood pressure? There's several. This one I can never pronounce the name, but it's like marjoram or something. That's for like high blood pressure. And then there's another one for low blood pressure. It's a different one. I don't know off the top of my head. But you know, you guys can. I mean, if you're in the group, you'll have access to Shell and everything. You'll be able to do a consultation. Anything you guys need, we'll support. So you'll get all those answers. Let's see if we can grab another one of these. Steve, how long are you trying to do these question and answers? Because they bringing them in. Steve said he ain't got too much time left.
Can I do rolling 72s dry fasting instead of water fasting? Here's the issue. Anytime that you're doing dry fasting, we suggest to break the fast with water, and you really should be breaking the fast with almost 24 hours.
I mean, you can do it.
I mean, you can do it.
your regimen is going, essentially your regimen is going to be 72 hours of dry, 24 hours of water, and then 72 hours of dry. You can do that all day.
I mean, here's the thing, like, you can do it mentally. I think that it's more difficult than you think, because if you've never done any long-term dry fasting, it's not the same as water fasting. There's a reason that we don't talk about dry fasting in this 21. There's a reason. It's extremely effective, but it's also extremely difficult for some people. And to do it for long periods of time, or to do it over and over and over, is very mentally draining. And is that healthy? Yeah, dry fasting is extremely healthy.
Dry fasting is very healthy.
It's just very hard.
It's just challenging. It's not about the health thing. But the health concern comes into play when you don't break it properly, which is why we always teach breaking your dry fast with water.
I've done 10 days of dry fasting straight.
I've done 6 days of dry fasting.
So I don't, when I, you know, and this is also including long-term fasting. So it wasn't just 10 days and I stopped. I was in a 30-day fast and I did 10 days straight. So please understand, like, I'm no slouch out here. It's coming from wisdom. It's not easy.
Would you be tracking everyone's weight in the group? We are not going to track your weight for you. These groups get huge. We usually have about 500 or more people in these groups. So we're not going to be tracking your weight for you. We are going to provide you with suggestions for, you know, we're going to say, hey, we suggest you get a journal, right? We just revamped the fasting journals. So if you all aren't familiar, we have two. I only got one right here in front of me.
Which one you got?
Never mind, I got them both. See here. So we have 2 journals, okay? We've got the I call it the standard journal, but this is the tabbed journal. Okay, so this one comes with tabs. It's got fasting guides in it. It's got recipe guides in it. It's got testimonials in it. It's also expandable. So you've got QR codes in here, and you could click the QR code to get more information. It also has stickers. I never talk about the stickers, but I did. I was very intentional about getting y'all stickers. In this, it also has a habit tracker. Are y'all familiar with habit trackers? Habit trackers are phenomenal for creating goals for yourself, weekly goals or whatever the case may be, and giving yourself, it's like gamifying it. You give yourself points, you know what I mean? You could say, okay, once per week or you know, once a day, I'm going to walk 2 miles, right? And every day of the week that you walk 2 miles, you give yourself 5 points. And then at the end of the week, you total it up, you see how many points you earned. So you see your goal, what your goal was, what you actually did, and you could add several different habits that you could track.
You're talking about habits too, man. Got a little exercise. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, we're gonna do some work, man.
You know, we get it in.
We're gonna do some work, man. I've been working, putting something together for y'all.
Got the second style journal, okay? This is just a little bit different material, right? A little sleeker design, and then it does not have the tabs, okay? It does not have the tabs, but all of the content inside is the same. So you're not gonna miss on anything, but you can find this stuff on the .org. You go to healthyalternative.org in the shop, and that's available. Let's see if we got, looks like we're, okay, looks like the questions are slowing down. What you got, Steve?
Can I do a 10-day water fast starting now and refeed slowly for 5 days starting March 29th through April 4th for my birthday? And I can't read the rest.
Concert event.
I assume that you're asking this in regards to joining the challenge. I mean, you can. You're going to be behind on starting the liver and gallbladder flush. But what you can do, if you would like, is you can do the 10-day fast and then you can do a small refeed because your refeed is going to be similar to our prep anyway. And then you can do, instead of doing the normal prep because you're already going to be in fasting mode, you can do your liver and gallbladder flush at that time. So then you can start the 21-day fast with us. So to answer your question, yes. But what you're going to do is you're basically, when we're doing prep, we're going to do the liver gallbladder flush. We're going to take day 7, which is a rest day. And then we start day 1 of prep. You're basically going to be doing your refeed while we're doing the liver and gallbladder flush. And then while we're doing prep, you're going to be doing your liver and gallbladder flush. And then you start the 21-day right along with us in that same time frame.
Okay.
That's
All right.
good, right? I'll be on point.
That was good, man. That was good.
I'll be
Listen,
on point.
we not, this ain't our first rodeo.
I've been riding for a little bit, man.
We've been doing this for a little bit. So listen, y'all, we're gonna wrap this one up. It's beautiful as always. Love getting on Instagram, love doing the IGs. You know, I just be having to get Steve together. I'm like, yo, Steve, let's do this.
Hey,
IG,
man, hold on a second, Chris.
Let's do this. All right. So listen, we appreciate y'all.
I got some Restore right here, baby. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, I'm ready to give some stuff away. What's up?
Make sure to join our newsletter, because one of the initiatives I'm going to be starting, we're going to start doing giveaways, and we'll be announcing it through the newsletter. So we'll be giving away essential oils. We'll be giving away root products, because we are literally here to support and help y'all. Like, trust me, like we I don't want to say we get off because that sounds weird, but it makes us happy to see y'all's out. Oh my God, this man.
Come on, man. What's up, man? Y'all trying to get in or what, man? I love giving stuff away. What's up?
Yo, join our newsletter. Go to ahealthyalternative.org. Scroll to the bottom of the screen. Join our newsletter. And check out the challenge, AHA21day.com. Links are all in the bio. We're gonna see y'all soon, man. Serenity, hit up Steve. Get your free entry.
Yeah, or I'm gonna give it away.
Thank you, y'all.
Peace.
Have a blessed rest of your day.